Hey, welcome to Faulkner Fixes All. The VW engine, the case was no good. So I jumped onto another project that's been sitting here on my dad's land for 12 years. This is a 1960 Savoy Plymouth with non-factory air. And my buddy Steve came over and we did some measuring. We figured out that a 1981 bell housing from a truck and a 68 transmission from a Valiant and a drive shaft from another Valiant 72 made this thing run again. There's no e-brake because the original tranny has the e-brake on the tail shaft of the transmission. Yeah, so hey, let's take a little ride before it gets dark, before the police cars start looking for me with no headlights and stuff. Yeah, it's a runner. After much ado, working in that dirt there for 2 or 3 days, and thanks to my buddy Steve, hooked me up with a tire, and we both measured things and figured out that those older parts, the newer parts, work with the older. That's an 81 slant 6 out of a truck, and we used the bell housing off of that and re-drilled the 10-inch flywheel also for the smaller clutch. So here we go. And take a little ride. A little bonus feature for you. You know, keeping that content coming for you. Okay. Hopefully it'll run. It should. This car hasn't ran in a long time. I did take it on one smaller ride. And I know it works. It needs some exhaust. Hey, I wonder if the lights work. Oh, I got one headlight. Awesome. Hey, one's better than none, right? One good taillight and one broken tail. Oh, look. Oh, we got our license plate light. Okay, let's take a ride before this thing conks out. Here we go. I have to put you guys up here for a minute. Don't worry about that amp light. That means the engine's on. Pretty good. The interior is marvelous. Wow, some of the lights actually work in here. Second here. Second gear, baby. Really doing its job. One is better than none. Well, you know, I spared you guys the grueling laying in the dirt for hours. It was rough making all this work. But we have a running 1960 Plymouth. engines known to mankind. I think we're going to turn around up here. I'm not going to push my luck. I'm running on a Crestone can of gas tied to the side up there by the engine. I don't dare run gas in this tank. Yeah, it's rough. Don't worry about that amp light. That's good. It means you're doing stuff. We got one signal on. Every one of these 1960s I've ever owned, I've owned a couple of them. A Dodge and a Plymouth. You have to curl your toe to get the clutch up. And I used to drive with sandals on, and like I am right now. That way you can curl your toe to get the clutch back up. Yeah. That ride's pretty good. This car's been sitting on my dad's land with the wrong transmission sitting in the trunk that didn't fit for 12 years. I came, about 4 years ago, I came and got it running a little bit. Just rebuilt the car, didn't touch anything electrical. It's a slant 6. And I realized that tranny was the wrong one. But I really went for it this time. We got out the calipers and machined a flywheel, a bigger flywheel with a smaller clutch on it, and robbed some parts out of my dad's truck pile. Yeah, getting it. And now this transmission's supposed to be synchro mesh, but I think they're all worn out. We're gonna have to shift here. Hang on. Yeah, they're worn. Worn badly. I think it's overheating too, because the lower hose is bad. But that concludes our ride. Looks like we made it. And it's low on tranny fluid too. It's low on gear oil. Yeah, it needs a lot of work. But hey, it's a runner. Okay, Faulkner fixes all. Some more content for you, baby.